So from Nelson, I continue my trip heading northeast toward Revelstoke. And I decided to cross the Kootenay Lake River because the ferry was free and because I really wanted to check out the Pilot Bay Lighthouse. Now, if anyone knows me, knows that I love lighthouses. You can see a lot of lighthouse photos on my Instagram account. And I got there around the golden hours with the sunset. The lighting was just so phenomenal. And I spent a lot of time taking photos there. So I decided to sleep there overnight because I wanted to see the lake in the morning with the lighthouse in the wood. It was just so serene and beautiful. It just made my soul so happy to be in nature. So from Nelson forward, it was probably the biggest city for me up until Calgary. So I passed by a lot of small town like Castle, and it was quite cute. It has like the cowboy southwestern vibe kind of town. I thought that was really cute and interesting, but I didn't stay that long because it's quite touristy. So the whole time up until Alberta, I was on my own for probably about a month and a half. Well, when I say on my own, I didn't mean like being completely away from civilization, but very much like 90% of the time I was completely by myself, being in nature, being in remote places, and I didn't have as much interaction with people except like when I go to coffee shop or grocery store when I need to get food and stuff, like or just say hello to people on the trail. But through this time, because I spent so much time with myself, I learned a huge lesson. Now it's very related to everyone journey to this social distancing as well, as we all spend time with ourselves. And for me, I just kind of like make it an adventure being on my own out there in nature because that's what I love to do the most, and that's really help with the time of being isolation, of being social distancing and not having that much interaction with people. Because this I spend so much time with myself, I realized that I learned to be my own best friend. I realized that I can be independent emotionally, and that gives me the confidence to establish better relationship with other people. Because now I realize that I don't need to be with other people. I want to be with people. I want to spend time with people because I want to nurture that relationship, because I respect them, or that I want to make an effort to build a relationship with people. It's not because I need the attention, which was in the past. That was probably my attitude, that I'm so needy of attention, and because quality time is so important for me when I'm in any kind of relationship with people. I love spending time with friends that I love spending time with them a lot. And so that gives me thinking that now, as I have this foundation, as I learn so much more about myself, as I learn to accept myself and know what I need, I can fulfill that need. I can be completely on my own for this long period of time without anyone taking care of me, without anyone spending time with me. I fulfill my own need for my desire of quality time. And once I can fulfill that need, I realize that I can be so much more independent, and that's where the freedom comes from. That's where I can find myself to be free emotionally and mentally. When I discover that I can be completely okay being alone, and that I can still find so much joy so much passion, so much happiness, just doing what I love. Just follow my passion and do what I love, and I don't need other people to make me happy. And I think that at this time, when we're dealing with the pandemic, a lot of people would have to spend time alone, and instead of focusing on the lack of dragging yourself down because you're afraid of being lonely, instead of embracing that time, that loneliness, and get to know yourself more, get to know your own need and how you can make yourself happy. That is where you can start establishing a stronger relationship with yourself. And once you can do that, you can start establishing a stronger relationship with other people. And this is such a relief for me to know that no matter what, like, I can still hold myself up. No matter what, I know how to make myself happy again. And that is where I find the confidence to be in any kind of relationship, to know that it's all are going to be okay. And I think that this time of social distancing, of the pandemic, of being pushed into quarantine, it is the perfect time for us to reflect on our own needs and ourselves, so that we, like, after we get out of this pandemic, after we get out of this all of this struggle time, we can have better relationship with other people. So it really pushes us to change, to reflect, to know who we are. And this time is really a gift, because without it, like, I wouldn't spend so much time being on nature. I wouldn't like go chase my passion. I wouldn't know that I can be reliable. I can be self-sustained on my own. I can have this much freedom. I can be completely independent. And discovering that is like finding gold in my mind, because that is really where the alchemy is, like transforming from obstacle into freedom of your own self, into happiness and joy. And that's why I love being so much in nature, because that's where all the healing comes from for me. That's where all the inspiration and that's where I discover myself, and that's where I realize how much I have grown and how much of this healing process is for me. And I hope that it is the same for you as well, that you can come out from this pandemic having a better relationship with yourself, so that you can create a better relationship with other people around you. So why is it being in nature is so healing for us? Well, I believe that being close to nature is the most important aspect that affects my quality of life in this van lifestyle. And I couldn't help but doing a little research, and it shows that when you are close to nature, you are more likely to be grounded to the earth. And grounding is a process of exchanging electrons between the earth and your body. So when you are in contact with the earth's surface, the electrons actually helps to recharge your body and balance your energy, because we are bioelectric magnetic being. Isn't that so cool that how nature is healing for us? And I love walking outside on my bare feet on the grass, and I love soaking my feet on the grass. And the more I am active outside doing all these exercises, not only is healthy for my mental health, but it's also good for my overall physical health as well. And that's the reason why I find that this van lifestyle is helps to improve me, like overall, not just for the personal growth, but also for my health in general as well. So one of the big reasons that I wanted to visit Revelstoke is because I wanted to see this tallest tree house in Canada. And this place is located just right outside of Revelstoke. Now it's more like a touristy place and mostly for kids. I know it's mostly for kids, and I'm probably the only adult there that do not have kids. But I went there because I wanted to see this tree house in person, because I have always seen it on Instagram, and it's really inspired my childhood dream, living in a tree house. If I could make van life happen, then why not I can make the tree house life happen? And I thought of that reality is just so exciting for me. It's like another chapter. It's like, and even though these photos on Instagram is not really realistic, and this tree house is not really livable, it's mainly just for inspiration. And I thought that when we look at these photos on Instagram, their job is to inspire us. Their job is just to provoke dreams that we have forgotten. But it is our job to actually make these dreams a reality through these inspiration. So when I look at these photos on Instagram, and when I came to visit the treehouse, I'm like, it's not as what I expected, but it's really served the purpose of inspiring me, helping me to remember that dream, to actually live beyond reality, and knowing that everything is possible. Because honestly, I didn't think I could make it to Canada and live this dream life of van life 5 years ago. It seemed to be so out of reach for me. Like, it was not even in my imagination. And now I'm like in Canada, traveling across the country in a van. It was really beyond my dream to live this lifestyle. And so why not like making another dream happen? After I got the van life to be a reality, it's like building up the muscle. And it's like, yes, I know that I can make another dream happen because I did it, because I made it. And so that's the lesson in it for me. And this treehouse, that's what this treehouse mean for me, to to know that everything is really possible as long as it's in my dream, as long as it's in my imagination, because I have done something beyond my imagination, and I know that this is possible, and I think that it is for you as well. Whatever this is in your dream, whatever that you want to create, knowing that it is in your reach and it is possible. As long as you have that desire, it is possible to make it happen.